Hi there. Hey, it's Catherine Chess, your nutritionist and joyful living coach. And today we're going to make a soup that is so good. When I first tasted this soup, I thought I had died and gone to nirvana because it was that good, especially when you eat it mindfully. And I hope all of you are eating mindfully. You really chew it, you lock in those flavors, and it is so savory that you're not going to know what hit you. And this is simple and easy, like all my other recipes, so get ready to be wowed. The first thing you do is you take some red onions and you just saute them up. This is simple. Chop up some onions, or you can use your food processor for that. Put them in some olive oil, about a tablespoon of olive oil. Stir it up, and we've got them simmering. I pre-cooked that for you, so we could do this just a little fast and easy. And then, after you've done that, you add some garlic. This is about 3 cloves of garlic. Now actually, the recipe calls for 1 clove. But you know me, I'm your spicy gal. And garlic is so incredibly good for you. Garlic is one of your amazing vegetables because it just helps detoxify you, cleans you out. It's even been known to prevent and heal cancer. No proven scientific things, but I guarantee you can heal your body with your fork and not pharmaceuticals. So we've added that. Then we're going to add 2 big sweet potatoes. I just pre-cut these up, so I'm throwing those in. And this calls for some kind of protein. So you can put in meatballs. I love making this with meatballs. But like today, I was in a big hurry. So I didn't want to make it with meatballs. I'm just going to make it with meat. And then I put in a chopped up white tomato. Ooh, there we go. And I'll show you. You can put all this turkey meat. It's pre-ground. I'll throw that in. Pre-ground, pre-cooked turkey meat. Yum, yum, yum. And then we're going to add vegetable broth. You can also use any kind of a meat broth, but I thought vegetable broth might give it a new twist. I've never really made it with vegetable broth, so I'm throwing that in. Ooh! And this is specific. Whenever you buy anything in boxed, just read the ingredients. So many broths add sugar. So you want to read the ingredients and make sure everything in the ingredients, they are good for you and that you can actually pronounce them. And the next ingredient I'm going to add is water. This is about 4 cups of water. You can see how this goes together so incredibly nicely. And then I'm just going to stir all this up. And then the last ingredient I'm going to put in is kale. Oh, look at all that beautiful kale. The recipe again, whoa, we lost some of it. It calls for 3 cups. But this kale, it looked so good today. I wasn't just going to put in 3 cups. No way. I wanted to put in the whole lot. So I'm just going to let this simmer and let it cook down. You can cover it. And in the meantime, I wanted to tell you how to cut a sweet potato because they can be tricky. Sweet potatoes are amazing and so good for you. They have so much beta carotene. They heal your body, and they're really freaking hard, okay? They are hard and hard to cut. So if you have trouble with that, just pre-cook them in the oven for about 15 minutes. They'll get soft, and they're much easier to cut. But what you would do is you just cut this in half. Just cut it in half, and then slice it right up. So I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see everything. And we're going to hold the top of the knife because you need some pressure and just rock the knife onto the sweet potato. And then after you've done that, you're going to chop, chop, chop and cut it down in the middle. It's that easy. Just little diced slices. And again, if you have trouble with this, get a food processor. You can make this go so quick, so fast, so easy. And then you cover this and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. But the real trick is what you do with this. So after it's cooked down, everything is wilted, everything is melted. I call it melted, right? Not truly. It's just soft and kind of pliable. What you do is you put everything, maybe like a cup of it, in your blender, just all together. So it goes in your blender, you blend it right up, zzz, blends up, and what that does is, especially with a white potato in it, it makes it thicker and more hearty and just a little more delicious. It's not as watery of a soup. And then the spices that go into this are super easy. Cumin gives it a great flavor. I add about a tablespoon of cumin because it's my favorite. And then the spice that's really good for it is cardamom. Now I get these little boxes of spices at my local Whole Foods, but I know that a lot of other stores have bulk spices, so you can choose just to buy a little bit. The reason why I do this, because I'm sure you've all done this, you buy spices and then they sit in your cupboard for about 20 years. Have you ever been there? I know I have. So I buy these little boxes of spices just to ensure they're fresh. And do you know what cardamom is? It's cilantro. The flavor is so good. So I'm just gonna throw about 2 tablespoons of cardamom in. I'm gonna let this cook down. I'm gonna blend a cup of it in my high-speed blender. And when it's finished, I'm gonna show you a picture of this fabulous soup. The soup is something that I freeze in little individual containers in my freezer. And whenever I want to eat it, it's right there for me. It's so trusty, and it actually is a very comforting soup. So it just makes me feel good. It's got the potatoes, but sweet potatoes too, that are really healthy. Lots and lots of vegetables. Remember, 7 to 10 a day. And it's good to go. So love yourself up. Flavor your food, flavor your life, and know that you can do this. I've got your back. I love you. This is Catherine Chess, your nutritionist and joyful living coach.